If you are an early to mid-career professional and you really want to grow your career, listen to some advice from this C-suite executive.
If you could identify maybe some differentiating skills between a senior level leader versus like mid level, what are the key skills that separate those two levels for somebody that's aspiring to get into senior leadership?
As and when I was mid-level and I was growing in my career, I think the importance, especially even in IT, the importance of finance and accounting and understanding the numbers
Mm,
and how that drives your success between mid-level and and more senior level is, I think, for me, the big one of the biggest pivots. And I had a controller about, yeah, also about 15, 13, 14, 15 years ago, somewhere in that range when I first got back to Ronstad. And he said to me, man, these finance people are just walking circles around you. You don't even, you can't, you're not keeping up with the numbers. So what did I do is I went and went to Georgia State University at night and took a couple of classes and took an accounting class, took a finance class, understood how to read P&Ls better and what all the fun financial terms really mean and how they're calculated. And I think that's for me helped me go from mid-level to more senior level and be more successful. So, and I think that's appropriate for every, even an HR leader becoming a CHRO, well, finance is a bad example, marketing leader becoming a CMO. I think all of those, as you get higher in the organization, the finance acumen and the business numbers acumen becomes more important. And for me, it required taking some classes, which is a lot easier to do now than it was going after, night classes.
yeah.
But I highly recommend that for somebody that really wants to be a leader in an organization. And then obviously the other part is, being a leader of a single team versus being a leader of leaders also is a big pivot from, you got to get out of, let's say, the weeds and get out of all the details. And that's sometimes people do it better than others. Sometimes I do it better than others, or better. I could do it better. Let me say it that way.
Okay.
And I think that's something that I've always worked on is I my tendency and my desire, and I really enjoy the details, and I try to not go there, and I have to remind myself of that often.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough for a lot of leaders. I've witnessed that too. It can be hard transitioning when you're used to doing things yourself and being
Yeah.
more hands-on to work through other people. It just takes practice and growing through it and taking a different approach.